Today we're going to do security on a mini camper. So what I mean by a mini camper is I mean a small camper. This is my bigger camper, which a lot of people consider it small too, a 20-footer. But I'm going to tell you which you should do, or what I'm doing to secure my small camper. So the first thing is, on a bigger camper, you can't really haul a camper unless one of these big campers like this one, you know, you're talking over 3,000 pounds. You've got to have your hitch hooked up in here, so you can put a security on this and set up like this. And now I know there's no such thing as the perfect system. Let's take a crowbar to this and probably bust a lot of this stuff off here if you wanted to. But the main thing is you're trying to prevent as much as possible someone stealing this. And like I say, I've got these two items on this big camper, and then but you can't take these chains and just hang them from a vehicle and pull that vehicle, because it's just too big. You're going to have to tie into this somehow. So with that being said, I'm going to show you on my little camper of my concern and what I've done to try to fix that. And again, I'm going to tell you that there's no perfect way to secure a camper. This is just the way that I'm doing it, and I think it works the best for this type of a small camper. So here on my small runaway, the thing about these that worries me is, you know, I've got a lock on here on this front tongue. Again, they can break that off, or if they don't even break that off, you can take these chains and hook it into a vehicle, and you can pretty much shorten up those chains. You can pretty much drag this camper down the road, and that's what concerns me, because this camper here I'm going to use for more boondocking, and I'm going to take a trip this fall to Big Bend, and it's going to be sitting by itself for a lot of times. So I don't want to be worried about it. And again, they can always steal them, but I want to persuade someone from taking as much as I can. So this is what I've come up with, and I'll show you here. So what I've got is I purchased this heavy duty chain, and I mean, I know someone can take a grinding wheel and grind this off originally, but it's going to take a good long time. And this is the heavy duty lock that came with this, and I got this off of Amazon, and I'll leave the link for where I got it. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take it on my wheel. I'm going to run it around my axle and run it out through the tire here, and I'll show you how I do that here in just a minute. So what you can do with this lock, I'll show you here. What you can do with this lock is you can take this in and you can run it all the way through, and you can run it into like a little knot there at the end. So that's what I'm going to do around my axle. So, like I say, I hooked it around there, and it can be as loose as you want it to be, but what you want to do on the outside here is you really want people to see what you got on here. You don't want to hide this. So what I'm going to do now, I'll go ahead and hook that lock to that. So there's what you see. I'll go ahead and I put that lock on here, and again, I want people to see that lock. I want it to set up there, and I want people to realize it's been set up where no one can run off with it. Again, you would have to cut this lock off, or these chains off. You're going to have to do a lot of noise and a lot of work to get that off. So that's my way of securing my camper when I'm not away from it, and that's pretty heavy duty. Again, there's no such thing as a perfect way to secure it, but that's what I'm going to do. So I hope that helps you out, and this is the way I'm securing my small camper. And my main concern is with these small ones, again, is I don't want people to be able to hook those chains on and just take off with it. So it just makes me feel better about it. So let me know in the comments what you do to secure your small camper. And this is what I'm going to try to use. And hopefully this will prevent any problems. So that's all I have for this RV short, and we'll talk to you later.